Hey, what's going on? Paul Farmer here. This is Freedom Project episode 194. And what I like to do on these is share with you my journey online, share with you mindset tips, marketing tips, and anything else that I feel will be of value to you. So during this episode, what I've been doing, I was doing it daily and I backed off, and I really just want to provide value, but I do want to update you on my journey to $10,000 a month. So with one opportunity. So what I've been doing is I've been sharing a private community where people get millionaire mentoring. So you get millionaire mentoring. Basically what it is, it's a proven 7-figure model. It's proven formula. And what I've been doing is sharing that with people who need the help. Let's just say that. Who need the help, who need to have a breakthrough, who need to get over what's ever holding them back. And when someone decides to be a part of that community, it pays me $1,000 commission. Okay. So that's just how that works. But the main reason I share that community, I share that with people, is because I know that it's not easy out there. There are so many different trainings, so many different ways of doing things. And most of the time, it's us that's in the way. I'm still working on it myself. Just this morning, I did have someone come in and decide to join the private community, decide to go through millionaire mentoring. So that netted me $1,000 commission, which I am very grateful for. And I'm extremely excited for him because now he's going to be plugged into a community of aspiring leaders, doers, action takers, and people that are of high energy. So when you get around people like that, people that are making things happen, people that are coachable, that wears off on you. That wears off on what you're doing every day and that kind of thing. And it's not something that's easy to describe until you're actually in the community and you're actually part of it, and you actually see how people are having $1,000 days, $2,000 days, $3,000 days. There was a guy that had a $5,000 day yesterday. It's not until you see that and you see what's going on, when people are sharing what's going on and what they're experiencing and what they're going through and the breakthroughs they're having. That's really where the magic is. And it's not even magic, but that's where the breakthroughs happen. It's being around a community of people that are on the path to doing great things, to doing more. That's really what this is about. And unfortunately, many people completely miss it. They completely miss it. Instead, they just go, I already know about that. And they don't know about it because they're not in the community. So there's no possible way for them to know about it. They could think they know about it, but they don't know about it. During this journey, some of the things, I'll just share some of the things that I have been experiencing. Okay. So as I've said in the past, a low ticket offer for me is easy. Like, it's not hard at all. Like, my confidence is through the roof when I have a low ticket offer. It's not something at all that affects me. Like, when I see a low ticket offer, I'll go, okay, let's go. And I could put that in front of anybody and not have any problem with it whatsoever. When you move, I'm just speaking to me personally, this is something I'm working on to get better. When you move to a higher ticket, when you're leading to something that cost a bit more, that's over $1,000 for people to get started, you need to speak to a certain audience. And one of the things I've learned during my journey so far with this is much of my audience is the wrong audience for this offer. Because the type of people that like this offer, that want mentoring, that actually want to invest in themselves, not take shortcuts, not look for the cheapest option, but actually want to invest in themselves and actually want to grow immensely, in a short period of time. They want to fast track their results. The people that actually want to do that, sadly, at least my audience, not trying to offend anybody here, it's just what it is, doesn't see that value as much. And I understand that because the masses won't. That's a normal thing. And again, I'm not trying to offend anybody, it's just the way it is. For me personally, I was that way. I was like, why do I need to pay for more? Why do I have to get mentoring? Why do I have to get a coach? Why I can figure this out on my own. There's more than enough training out there. I have training in my own program. Like, why do I need to go anywhere else? Why do I need to pay for it? I could figure it out on YouTube. You know, if that sounds like you, then that's me. That's what I did. And I struggled immensely, more than I should have ever had to struggle, because I wasn't open to learning from someone that got better results than I did. It was like a pride and ego thing. And I'm still working on it, to be completely honest. I'm still working on it. I'm a Taurus, you know, no excuses, but I could be very stubborn. And, you know, I want to prove, like, this is a weakness I have. I want to prove that I can do it without anyone's help. That's just how I am. And I'm working on getting better at that. But I'm just being honest with you. That's how I am, you know. I'm very perseverant. I'm very consistent. I don't quit easy. In fact, I don't really quit. When I was younger, I got in a bad habit and I started quitting. But thankfully, I woke up and I go, you know what? This isn't getting me anywhere. I got to stop doing this. So I've learned not to quit. I've learned to keep going no matter what, no matter how many times people tell me no matter how many times I get cussed out, no matter how many times, you know, people just don't see the vision. You keep going. It doesn't matter, you know, and that's kind of where I've gotten to. No matter how few views I get on my videos, it doesn't matter. And the reason I've gotten that way is because I listen to Ray Higdon, I listen to Darren Little, and they give these stories, right? These stories of what they've had to overcome and what they've had to do. And it's not about like the instant success. It's about doing the work. I was watching the Kobe Gianna Memorial yesterday, the celebration of life. And I mean, that was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. Very sad, very, very, I still can't believe what happened. It's just very sad. And definitely, you know, I grew up watching Kobe Bryant. I mean, I didn't grow up watching him. I'm older than him. I was older than, you know, I am older than him. But anyway, I watched his whole career. You know, he was a Laker his whole career. I watched him from the very beginning when he was 18 years old and he barely got any playing time. I think it was actually 17 when he entered the league. I'm not exactly sure on that, but he didn't get hardly any playing time. And I remember the playoffs where he shot like 3 air balls against Utah. And then the next year he came out and just, I remember all of that. So that's definitely something. And one of the things I've always admired about him was his work ethic. I've always admired that. I was like, man, if we could bring that into our business, we'd just explode. We just explode, you know, have that Mamba mentality. I mean, everybody's saying that now. But he said something about it's what you do when no one sees you, what you do in the darkness when no one sees you that makes you great. And I'm destroying that quote, but it's something to that effect. It's what you do in the darkness. It's what you do when no one's around. It's all the hours you put in when no one's around, no one sees you. There is no glory that brings you glory, you know. So that's just something that I've learned from like Ray Higdon and Darren Little, and you know, it's a process. It's something that takes time, and we just have to go through that process. And that's what I'm doing right now with this. Is I'm going through the process. So anyway, I am making sales. What you don't see is I'm taking the strategies I'm learning and I'm applying those to other things. So like over the last week, I sponsored about 25 people and do something that's more lower ticket. Now, I haven't said a word about this until now. on my videos. I haven't said a word about it. Okay. Not one single word, but like on video or anything. But I've sponsored like 25 people. You know, it might be more. I haven't checked. How does that happen? Because I'm applying the strategies. That is the true value. I think too many people get hung up on the product, or they get hung up on the cost, and they don't understand the real value here. The real value is you get actual millionaire mentoring from multi-millionaires. That's the real value. They show you their formulas people were getting. And I was just like, wow, that's incredible. I need to learn what's going on. And I didn't care. And this may sound bad, but I didn't care what the product was. All I wanted was the mentoring. That's what I wanted. And then from there, I was like, okay, I learned this skill. I could apply it to anything. I will be unstoppable. That's what I was thinking. That's how I think. But because so many of us have been trained features and benefits, right? This features and benefits model, it's all about the product, but it's not about the product. It's about the person you are helping. It's about giving value. That's what it's about. See, when you learn, this is what we learn in Millionaire Mentoring. We learn how to effectively communicate with people. Now, am I a master of this? I'm not a master. No way, no how. But we learn how to effectively communicate with people to allow them to speak about what it is they want. Not what we want, not what I want, what they want. That is the difference. So when you do that, and you do that the way we're taught, something happens. Now, Darren Little calls it polarity, okay? Something happens where the person, it's no longer about a sale. What happens is the person is drawn to you. So it's no longer about a sale. They're drawn to you because you are asking them about what they want in their life. That is the biggest difference. I get people all the time pitching me about their best product ever, their best program ever, and nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares. And I did that for the longest time. Now, I don't talk about my product. I can go promote anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I can promote anything in an evergreen way. It doesn't matter what it is. And I can make sales because I know how to do it, because I went through this millionaire mentoring. And I'm still a student. I'm still learning, right? I'm plugged in every single day. I tell everybody that I communicate with, I'm like, if you want this to be a success, what you need to do is get plugged in. I don't care what you're doing. You got to be plugged in. I don't understand why, like, there are so many people, and I've worked with so many people. I got this happening right now, actually. They get started in something, and then they disappear. They're gone. It's like, do you just want to fail? Do you just want to be broke forever? I mean, like that's what I witness all the time. And it's baffling to me. It really is. Like when someone gives you a proven formula and you're just like, boop, gone, nowhere to be found. It's like, okay, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, we're taught that we are the CEO of our business. It is our responsibility to run our business. If your business is not producing income, whereas you are paying more than you are producing, you don't have a business. You don't have a successful business. So what you need to do to change that is to learn from someone that gets the results that you want to get. That is the quickest way to do it. And my question is, because I talk to people all the time, they're, oh, no, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I already got help. I already got a mentor. Oh, my sponsor's showing me what to do. And I'm like, so how long have you been doing that for? Oh, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. Okay, so are you getting close to making full-time income? No, I'm not close, but I'm going to get there. I'm like, okay. So this is what this is my advice, take it or leave it, but give it one more month. If that's what you need to do, if you really feel you're going to get it, give it a month, see where you're at in a month. If you're not anywhere closer to making full-time income, then you best get a mentor. And when I say a mentor, I don't mean just anybody. I mean someone that has proven success stories, It's been proven in the industry for many, many years, but proven success stories from people that have gone from zero to executive income within a year. Okay. If they don't have at least 5 of those stories, you need a different mentor. So now I know this message is not something that people want to hear. They want to hear that, oh, the hype and the BS and all the nonsense. Like, oh, I can do absolutely nothing and my business is going to grow and money's going to fall from my lap and I don't need to get any training. And, training's like a bad word. I know. I witness this every day, every single day. I communicate with people every single day that are this way. And it's sad to me. It's really sad because I know the journey they're on. I know what's going to happen before they even go through it. I already know they're going to struggle for quite a while before they break through. I'm not saying you're not going to struggle. I'm not saying if you get a mentor, you're not going to struggle, but it's going to shortcut your success because you're going to get a proven formula. You're going to have the mindset of that person wearing off on you. It's like energy transference, right? Like you're learning from someone that's already gotten the results, that already has the success mindset. It's going to wear off on you. If you hang out around with them long enough, it's going to wear off on you. That's the power. That's the difference. Then trying to figure it out on your own, that never works. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I will keep updating as we go. Like I said, the power with this community, the power with this, it's not about the product. It's not about $1,000 sales. It's about learning a skill that you can apply to anything you want to do online or offline. That is where the power is. That is where the value is. Because when you do that, you can have the confidence to know it doesn't matter what you're marketing, doesn't matter what you're doing, you know exactly what to do to get it out to the marketplace and to make it a success. That is the value. I can't explain it any better than that. That is the value. So please, for God's sake, stop looking at the product and going, oh, I don't like that product, or oh, this, oh, that, and realize that you have an opportunity to get actual millionaire mentoring for free. It's free. It's a bonus. It's a bonus. You buy the product, you get it as a bonus, and and you're in. You start doing what's taught and you will start seeing results. Okay. So I'm not the big success story yet with this. I'm working on it. At the moment, I am, I've been making tweaks. I keep going back. I learn new things, and that's where I'm at right now. But at the same time, like I said, I am bringing people into other things that are not ready, don't have the money, whatever the reason is. I'm bringing them into other things using the strategies that I've learned. So that's super valuable. And that's what we're taught. We're taught to lead with the mentoring because that's going to fund your business because you're making $1,000 commissions. And then you have stuff on the back end. You have your primary on the back end, not the front end. The front end, if you have your primary on the front end and it pays little tiny commissions, how are you supposed to get ahead? Think about it. Okay. So that's all I got. I didn't plan to talk this much, but, it just kind of came up. If you got value, just, I appreciate you sharing with me what you learned, what stood out to you. If you'd like to learn more about the private community, definitely reach out to me and we could talk and see if it's a good fit for you. Or you can click the link right below this video and that will take you to a video. It will take you to a capture page where you're going to put in your information. Then it will take you to a video where you can learn more about it. Okay. So with that, make it a great day. See you on the next one.